And thanks for joining us for another edition of Weekend Winners. We're counting down to Saturday night, one of our final meetings before ID23 officially launches next Friday night. So the first round of heats taking place on December 1. 4 heats for the pacers over the mile, 2 for the trotters. So a lot to look forward to coming up next week. However, this Saturday night, we've got another strong 10 race program, a little later than normal the start time, kicking off just after 6 p.m. So all in all, we're looking forward to this Saturday night, and then the next couple of weeks, that is going to be a fever pitch as far as ID23 is concerned. Can the Queensland hero leap to fame, take his series or take the series in his home state? Time will certainly tell, but there's a lot to look forward to. If you want any of the latest information, go to the website id23.com.au. In this edition of Weekend Winners, we're going to speak with Narissa McMullen, who's got a good book of drives on Saturday night, and Kelly Dawson will join us as well. Narissa McMullen joins us now to go through her book of drives on Saturday night. Busy night in the bike as well. Narissa, appreciate the time.
No worries, Chris.
Race 1, Saturday night. Surely he's got to be the stable favourite. Last time, Joe, I was looking up his record during the week. Since he's been under your care, he's been a ripper.
Yeah, he never runs a bad race. And he wasn't one of our favourites when he first got there, but I think he's definitely my favourite now. And yeah, just goes out and tries his heart out every week.
Well, he's won you over 8 wins, 9 placings, and I think he's only had about 25 starts since being under your care, so that's a super record. He's a last start winner. He was really impressive. Gate 7, that's an obvious hurdle that you've got to overcome here on the weekend.
Yeah, the gate's going to make things tough. He hadn't had much luck with draws until last start and came out and won, and then he's drawn 7 again this week, so he'll be doing his best, but it's going to be hard to make up ground, and we're probably going to end up last in the run.
Okay, were you happy with that winning performance last time out? Were you confident that you got there on the line?
Yeah, he was really good. Sometimes he sort of hits the front and waits up a little, so I've just got to time my run right with him, but no, I was really happy with him.
So this is a step up on Saturday night, but if he gets the right horse to follow over the latter stages, can he go back-to-back?
Yeah, he is capable of it. He just needs the right trip and, yeah, probably get a card into the race.
Okay. Are you more worried about Holly Stars, who's drawn in 4, or those runners off the second row?
I think if Holly Stars finds the front, it's going to be very hard to run down.
Okay, but if he gets luck, he can certainly feature again.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's hard to write him off with that record that he's got for you. So that's last time, Joe, race 1. What about, I'm keen to get your thoughts here, race 2, number 1, Tiger by the Tail. What do we make of this former Perth pacer?
I think he's got plenty of ability. He can get a little bit keen in the run. Probably going to be better suited to the mile this week, and he's got the right draw. I'll be doing my best to try and hold up, but yeah, not sure if he's going to have the speed to. Either way, though, I think he has a really good chance.
Okay, so the fact that he's got barrier 1 and it's a mile, they're 2 big ticks in his favour.
Yeah, exactly. He should get every chance.
Okay, last time out, looked like he got a little keen there at different stages. So is he a little bit hard in the mouth, this horse, Tiger by the Tail?
Yeah, he certainly is, and I just don't think he can sort of pull that hard and run out a strong 21, even though he was pretty brave last week.
Okay, so this is a really good race for him then, given that it is barrier 1 and it is a mile.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's Tiger by the Tail. Let's go to the race 3 here. Pocket the Cash. He was huge in defeat last time out. You must have been wrapped with his run.
Yeah, I couldn't be happier with his last start. He was really good. Comes up with another bad draw, so have to see where we end up from there.
How do you think this race will play out at the start? Because as you said, there's plenty of pressure on your inside, so ideally, where do you want to land soon after the start?
Ideally, I'd like to go forward, but just not sure he's going to have the speed to sort of get across somewhere. You know, if he could get across to the running line, and then sure there'll be plenty of mid-race pressure, so that'd be ideal.
Yeah, he proved how tough he was last week with that second there behind Mr. McLaren in good time, in particular that last half. So he can cheer up and be competitive here?
He can, but probably doesn't have to. I'm sort of happy to drive him either way. He's pretty versatile.
All right. Who's the horse to beat in that race? Because there looks to be a stack of chances. It's probably hard to single one out.
Yeah, a little bit tricky. So Extra's got the good draw, so it's probably going to be one that's going to be hard to beat.
You got Matty's horse drawn in there as well, and he's going to force the pressure, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, that's pocket the cash there in race number 3. Race 4, this is the stand start. You're driving better than a rocket. Are you just, turning up with that attitude of hoping that it just clicks for better than a rocket, because he can be a little frustrating?
Yeah, I hope so. I think this might be his first stand start race, but he's a little bit funny behind the mobile, so maybe the stand might suit him. If he goes away well, there's no reason why he won't run a really good race.
He's a capable type and he can follow good speed, but there's been a few times in particular of late where, the conditions have been tailor-made for him and he hasn't sort of let down or finished off. Would you agree with that?
He's just a little bit of a funny horse, can be a little bit touchy, I think. If everything sort of works out, he's usually finishing off well.
All right, well, it's all on you now, being the first stand start for him. If you can get him away, he should be competitive.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Race 7, number 7. It's another awkward draw for you here on Saturday night. Call Me Keith. This is the consolation of that NR70 final. Can he feature from the draw?
Probably just depends where we end up early. He's a horse with good gate speed, but there is a few to his inside with a bit of speed as well, so not sure that we're going to be able to get across, but if we get handy, I think he can run a nice race.
His last start third was okay, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's going pretty good.
All right, well, that's Call Me Keith there in race 7. What about race 8? Aphrodite is your drive. She's been a runner-up at a past 2, just missed out last time out. Can she finally crack it here?
Yeah, I think she's capable of winning. She's going good. Not sure we'll be able to lead this week, but I'd actually sort of like to see her come off a helmet in these mares races, because she is pretty quick.
Okay, so you think she could be better following rather than leading up?
Yeah, possibly. I think we'll probably find out this week.
All right. So from barrier 4, do you sort of just try and, run the arm a little bit, or you're hoping to grab up straight away?
I think we've got to run the gate, but yeah, there's a few quick ones to our inside, so see where we end up.
All right. Were you happy with that effort last week?
Yeah, I was happy with her.
All right, so she just needs that little bit of luck, Aphrodite. What about in race 9, My Ultimate Eddie? He's Mr. Consistency. He's going super, placed his last 5, and when you look at the horses that he's been placed behind, the form line is terrific. Barrier 1 here on Saturday night. How does it play out early?
I'd love to be able to hold the lead on him, but he just lacks that little bit of gate speed. Can't really push him too hard. I'll be doing my best to hold up, and I think if we could, he'd be very hard to run down.
All right, Tam O'Shanter, King of the North to your outside. They're probably going to run the gate on Saturday night?
Yeah, Tam O'Shanter was able to just get across him last week and still had not too bad of a trip, so I think either way, he's going to run a really good race.
Yeah, you can't knock the way he's going. Like I said, the form lines are just super, and he seems like he's getting better.
Yeah, he is. Every time he goes around, he definitely feels better.
All right. Do you think he'll squeeze into ID23 calculations next week when the fields are drawn up?
Oh, I really hope so. Yeah, because he just keeps improving. I'd love to see him in the series. I think he'd love it.
All right. So if he did make it into the series, you could have My Ultimate Eddie, Call Me Trouble, Global Flight.
I don't think Global Flight will be in there, but yeah, the other two.
Okay. Well, we're hopeful anyway. We're hopeful.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the pick of your drives on the weekend?
Probably Eddie, I think. We'll go with him.
All right, we'll mark him. Race 9, number 1, My Ultimate Eddie. Narissa, appreciate the time, and we'll see you trackside.
No worries, Chris.
Kelly Dawson now joins us to go through her drives on Saturday night. She's in the hot seat. Kelly, appreciate the time.
No worries, Chris. Thanks for having me.
You started in the first race on Saturday night. In fact, you've been looked after on the weekend, so early races for you. Reason to be your drive in the first race. He's going well, but he's just at that sort of level now where he needs a little bit of luck on his side. Is that fair?
Yeah, very fair. He's probably stepped up to it a little bit better than we thought he would. So with a little bit of luck on his side, like he will be thereabouts, but I'm not sure where we'll be Saturday night from that draw.
All right, last week, 4th here behind Teddy Disco. They went super quick time. Were you happy with the way he finished off late there?
Yeah, stoked with that run. I was really happy with how he hit the line and probably a bit further, and he nearly runs into third, I'd suggest. He's really surprised us, that's for sure, so hopefully he can keep improving.
All right, we've got an early scratching of Eurobeat. Does that help or hinder your chances here on the weekend?
Oh, it doesn't make any difference to my guy. He can't be used early. We'll just drop him back off the gate, and hopefully there's gaps throughout, and we can find one of those, I guess.
All right. It's a good quality field. There's several here that have got legitimate claims here. So you're just hoping that they go hard in this race?
Yeah, look, he seems to go all day. Like, he doesn't he's not blessed with high speed, but he'll follow speed and keep going. So that's probably best case for us. But as long as we do no work early, he's always got something to offer towards the end.
Okay, well, that's reason to be in the first. Race 2, Mr. Reactor. He's drawn the inside of the second row over a mile. Not a bad draw, this one.
No, he's numerically, his form is probably pretty bad at present. His last start, he felt sharp, and I think it was just a pegs-dominated race. We were the only one off the track, so I think he's probably one that will run into money on Saturday night.
Okay, Tiger by the Tail is the horse that you follow out here. Obviously, you're hopeful that he'll hold up from the inside?
Yeah, that would be ideal. It'd be great to be behind the leader, but anywhere on the fence, he loves the fence, and he always seems to improve once he is there. So I think he should be going pretty good Saturday night.
All right. And like the first race, there's no standout in that first race. You can make cases for most, if not all, here.
Yeah, definitely. It's very even. I'm just really excited to be on the fence with him, and I know he goes heaps better on the fence, so that's sort of up our sleeve, and if we get a gap, he'll be hitting it hard.
All right, well, he's a value chance there, Mr. Reactor. And then race 4 on Saturday night. This is the stand start. You got the drive on Rock Bottom. Now, he backs up from Tuesday where he was successful. He looked done at the top of the lane on Tuesday, but he just kept fighting them all off, and he was able to score. So can he go back-to-back?
Oh, he's another one. We're going to have to rely on luck. He probably can't make his own in that field. Only 10 metres, it's probably not too bad. Hopefully, like he seems to be one of those horses. It doesn't matter what he's racing against. If he gets a run, he's always thereabouts. So yeah, he did look like he was going to get swamped Tuesday, but he kicked on quite well.
Yeah, absolutely. What about the stand? The pressure's on you to get him away. Normally he's pretty good, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he knows his job. He just does what he's got to do.
All right, well, there's no pressure there in that sense then. Again, really open, and the start's crucial, but if you get luck, you can earn money.
Yeah, definitely. I think all of my drives Saturday night are that way. We're not write-offs, but probably for the luck game, I would say Mr. Reactor, and he's probably the most value, I'd suggest, as well.
Okay, Mr. Reactor, it is there for you on Saturday night. They've looked after you. Early races, that's a good result.
Yeah, it is a good result. I think the passenger's in the last though, so that's probably not really going to help me there.
Okay, what about ID23? You guys looking forward to that series starting next week?
Yeah, it is a little bit exciting. We've got 4 runners that'll be going around in the series, albeit no real hopes, but just to be a part of it's very exciting.
So 3 paces, 1 trotter?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Do you get a drive, or is he going to hog them all?
We'll leave him try and get them through, and then it's on Shane's shoulders if they don't.
All right. Hey, appreciate the time. We'll see you trackside Saturday night.
No worries. Thanks, Chris.
A big thanks to both ladies, Narissa and Kelly. We wish them all the best on Saturday night with their drives. Time now to find a good thing or two for Saturday night's program, and I think right in the middle of the program, in fact, race number 6, which is the first leg of the treble. I'm keen here on the chances of number 3, Delta 3. She was an eye-catcher last week, hit the line strongly off a pretty ordinary draw. Draws much better here on Saturday night. Sectionally, she was impressive last week. I think she's got the right race here. Race 6, number 3, Delta 3. Hopefully, she can steer us home into the right part of the winner's circle. So marking her as the best bet, race 6, number 3. As I said, a 10-race program. Our first race kicks off at 6:11. We'll see you trackside.